time period, unless you were, blackballed or what have you, these techniques worked for hard workers. And here it is. Number one, all right. They were creating and uploading videos once or several times a week. You see, once a day. The algorithm just picked it up and just, was loving so many persons. You heard about new viral videos from new people all the time, you see. 2, commenting and responding to comments during set aside times each day. Yes, that was very much encouraged. And see, this is where I get back to, where I was talking about YouTube and the help desk that persons could have and things of that nature. See, it started being pulled away even more so out of the YouTube golden era. And it just seems like even these very good practices that the regular YouTubers were doing to build their fan base, to have a nice, kind word and a thank you, for the nice comments that they were saying. And once again, they could always ignore the ones who, who had something else to say, it seems like many of them fell into the same mode as well. You see, talk about the starting point of not engaging with people socially, you see. You could see how it was going on the internet. But all the same, this is what helped many of them because, see, there are some persons right now who have even moved on to other areas of life, other professions, that I still check on, and maybe a couple of times, a month or maybe a year, or, I'm even still connected to their channels. Why? Because of the willingness to answer questions, when we need it, or just a feedback of a thank you or what have you, see. So that's one of the practices where they were commenting and responding to comments during set aside times each day. Number 3, they were promoting their video links and sharing others with interest. That's another good practice. However, you will notice in some situations again where if people start signing contracts with this company or that company, whether they tell you about it or not, it ends up monopolizing a certain actions and features and best practices that these persons did to develop their YouTube channel, that now they can no longer do them. And that's one of those questions again where, I come to and say, yeah, they're just certain, contracts. I'm just saying that some people may say, yeah, in hindsight, but they're just certain contracts I wouldn't sign as a professional, a business person, or even according to, my spiritual faith. There are just certain types of contracts I wouldn't sign because of the goodness and the promoting of other areas that are important to life and quality of life and encouraging other people. That's just an additional thought. Then number 4, they use online and beating the pavement word of mouth marketing techniques. Those work, as I said before. Persons who needed to even get a fresh start, whether they were in a certain group or what have you, if they could go to an area where people weren't aware of, their status or what have you, they could really get some good contacts rolling, even different businesses and things of that nature. Yes, these things really helped. So, number 5, even flyers were used to promote their channels. Yes, during the days where, I always talk about coffee shops, and then you have other type restaurants, small venue settings that are very peaceful. People were enjoying themselves. Many of the managers, because remember I told you, businesses back then during that area too, I told you they were hopping, would let you, you go in there, you eat a meal and you enjoy their coffee or what have you, just brighten up the place. They'd be more than happy if they had a bulletin board or something somewhere, to place it out front for your audience, for their patronage, to see the people who were eating in the restaurant, or even in the back. Sometimes they would take these flyers to people break rooms and lunch. All these things helped to develop persons' channels, YouTube channels, and it works in other areas of life and business as well. But I just wanted to share that with you, that during the YouTube golden age era, 2010 to 2015, that's in my humble opinion, but there were a lot of groups that had the opportunity to expand their viewership, etc., and even become, solid singers and rock bands and everything of that nature. And you will see when you go read this article, this is Chrissy Costanza, why this information is put together as well with some of her statements and videos that you have seen over the years, or if this is the first time you ever heard of Against the Current, just start off, take a look, you see. And then if you want to do a search on popbooks.com, you will find there are several other articles on them as well that I've written. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Perceptive Readers Commentary, YouTube Golden Age era. Can it come back again? See, things like this can, you see, people, it just take the proper management and proper outlook. And when I say proper management and outlook, it doesn't mean a strict, this is what you must do type policy or things of that nature. No, it's once again realizing what were the common sense and best practice policies that allow for many of these companies and really, like I said, new ones breaking the glass ceiling. What was ethically done in the best practice way, you see, that made them lucrative. Thank you for being here. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. You have just listened to the Perceptive Readers Podcast. Remember, until next time, if you read something that encourages you to improve or enhance your life for the better, it becomes your reality.